I am disciplined in my mission and devoted in my love. I honor my purpose without abandoning my connection. I desire comfort and still choose growth. My future deserves my focus, and my partner deserves my presence. I am a man who leads with balance, intention, and heart. Okay, when it comes to your purpose and when it comes to your comfort, there is kind of a battle that happens. And I'm gonna speak from a man's perspective when I'm talking about this, okay? When it comes to your purpose in life, a lot of things are gonna have to take the back burner so you can stay focused on your mission. A lot of times when you figure out your purpose, you have more drive, you have more passion, you feel unstoppable. As you grow and you develop into the man that you're meant to be, that's when your focus it becomes tunnel vision, especially when it comes to your purpose. What about those days when your motivation is just on the floor and all you want to do is just go home to your lady? You want to hug and lay down and kiss and do all the things that you want to do with your lady, and you want to spend time with her, grow with her, learn more about her. There needs to be a balance, and there also needs to be some understanding with that, because yes, it's important to have a purpose in life, and yes, it's important to nurture that relationship that you have with your loved one, but there also needs to be a balance. The desire to be with your loved one and the person that you're with, that's not a weakness, it's a strength. It realigns you with your purpose. The problem isn't wanting her. The problem is when your desire starts to override your discipline. You understand? That's when the issue occurs. The same woman that you want to just snuggle with and lay down with and love all night, that's going to be the exact same person who's going to suffer if you don't stay on task and on top of your goals and continue to progress. She's going to be the one that suffers. So the main point to take away from this is that a man needs purpose first so he can truly love. And that's where understanding where the real challenge lies is at. So the first thing we have to understand is that it's not a lack of ambition. Your body, it wants comfort. Our nervous system, it is wired for warmth. It seeks to feel affection. It seeks emotional safety. Guess what your soul desires? Your soul desires a purpose. Your soul is desiring greatness. It's seeking evolution. It's seeking progress. What we have to learn to do is to use that desire for fuel to keep us going, not to derail us. And here is the biggest secret behind all of this. Use the woman that you love as motivation, not an escape. I use the woman that I love for motivation. This was like a natural feeling that just came to me when I knew this. Oh, I'm in love with this woman. Like, I knew it when the things that I was starting to think about, it immediately changed. I was like, you know what? I got to start waking up early so I can have more time to work on this. Like, I'm thinking of so many things that I want to accomplish and that I want to succeed in and that I am succeeding in. I can continue to become better and I can become a better me for her, but for me. Right? I don't know how else to explain it, but it's important to just realize in those moments when you want to just be with your loved one and you just want to hug them and embrace them and just spend time with them, it's important to remember that you're building something. The future is being created today. So the things that you do right now are going to affect the things that happen later on down the road. If you understand that you're on your purpose and that you're continuously building your future, you're doing this so she doesn't have to worry anymore. Any true man is going to be in a position to work hard so his woman doesn't have to worry about anything anymore. That's what it is. That's exactly what grows in you. It just like you don't even need an instruction manual or a YouTube guide or a TikTok or whatever. You don't need anything, because when you are truly in love and as a man, that purpose will just awaken in you. And I'm speaking from experience. It awoken in me. I felt it. And so like, it was like an instinct that happened. Like, it became a part of who I am. Like, it just literally wired me different. Like, oh, I have a much bigger purpose in life now. When you're building a future, you have to understand that, okay, I need to work hard now. I need to sacrifice just a little bit now so I can create the future where we don't even have to worry about anything. She doesn't have to worry about anything. Your comfort becomes your motivation. Your softness becomes your fire. And then your love becomes your discipline. It all works together. There is a way to make these things work together. Find the balance that works. And just like with any sport or any type of diet that we go on, in order to stay on track, there's different practices that we need to take on. And so I want to go over a few practices that we should be doing to make sure that we are staying on track, even when you just want to be with her, okay? The first practice that I want y'all to do is called the future memory. So think about just your day to day. Before giving into comfort too early, I want you to ask yourself, what would my future self thank me for tonight? Also, what I want you to do is picture your woman. Picture your woman, the love of your life. Picture that woman excited, proud, happy, smiling, full of laughter, joy, on vacation somewhere. Just imagine that future, and guess what? It's going to happen. It's going to happen. You literally manifest the things that you desire. Even if you aren't aware of it, you're manifesting it. I guarantee she'll admire your discipline. She'll fall even more in love with you. I guarantee it. You have to continuously think about that vision all the time so you're finishing strong. And so that's how we would do our future memory practice, okay? The next method that I want us to try for our practice is the earn the snuggle. You feel me? If you want to earn that snuggle, this is what you got to do. You feel me? You got to earn that snuggle. Give me that snuggle. Give me that snuggle. It's basically a rule that we're going to create. And that rule is you get the closeness after the discipline. Don't think of this as a punishment. Think of this as a purpose. You're doing this for a purpose. Anything that you work for just hits different. When you work for something and you earn it, it's, ooh, that hits different because you worked for it. You got that reward at the end of that accomplishment. That's something to be proud of. And it becomes a reward. And so in a sense, it's giving you a dopamine rush. So you're kind of aligning or realigning yourself. And so you'll be wired differently, especially when it comes to your goals and you're striving towards your purpose. And that time that you're sharing with her, it feels more meaningful. It has more purpose behind it. It has more passion behind it. It's just adding fuel to that flame that's already bloom, boom, bloom the boom. You feel me? You blooming the boom, baby. Now, and when you're earning that snuggle, you are doing this for a purpose, and it's not an escape just to run away from the problems, right? You're showing up right now as the man that she desires and the man that she loves. You're showing up fully today. I'm making sure I'm showing up fully for you, baby, all day, every day. You feel me? Another practice that I want us to do is I want you to think of your family. Any man out there or any woman who wants to show this to a man, I want you to think about your family, okay? When you think about your family, your woman, your children, and the things that you care for, that reignites your flame every time. When you want to quit early, you need to tell yourself, I'm not working for today. I'm working so my family never has to struggle. And it's even bigger than that. It's more about being an example of what it means to truly be a man, right? You put progress over everything else out there because you're doing this so you can sustain a lifestyle to get rid of any type of worry or any type of struggle they have. Like, we're meant to take care of our women. That's what we're meant to do, not having them stress working all day. No, they're meant to be protected, cared for, and cherished, you know? So, but I guess that's a whole nother story. But anywho, just keep your perspective about your legacy in mind. Think about the things that you're working towards and what's getting accomplished, okay? You can also give yourself a 2-hour rule. What that basically means is when your motivation dips, when you start to go down, you start to get tired, give yourself a 2-hour rule and just say, you know what? I'll work for 2 more hours, and if I don't feel like going in those 2 hours, I'm gonna just stop. While it is good to keep working and striving towards the things that you accomplish, you can start to outburn yourself, and you'll start to hate the things that you're doing versus enjoying it. So when you start to reach that limit and you reach that point, you know what? All right, but give yourself at least 2 hours minimum, okay? You know, the funny thing is when it comes to just going just a little bit longer and we have like a time limit that we place on ourselves, we often surpass that time limit. If you were to place that 2-hour limit rule, I guarantee you'll surpass it. I guarantee you'll surpass it. Guaranteed, because sometimes it takes a little bit until you get into your zone, and then when you get into that zone, you can't be stopped. That's when you become unstoppable. Some people don't like to read or they don't like to meditate. And so what I would tell people who struggle with meditating or reading for a period of time, I just tell them, look, do it for 5 minutes. Just give it 5 minutes. or start with a page a day. Start with a page a day. They always surpass it. They always surpass it. That's why it's good to, set yourself up for a 2 hour rule. But anywho, tell me what practice works the best for you. What works the most for you? Because there's many different practices that I have named, but what practices do you find to be the most helpful for you?